Hello, America, and welcome to Real Talk with your critically acclaimed host, Ryan Bertrand. Now, today's broadcast will simply be about the extremely controversial topic of former President Barack Obama's Affordable Care Act. Yes, I know it is not a popular topic to discuss, but please, hear me out. So, the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, commonly called the Affordable Care Act, and nicknamed ObamaCare, is a United States federal statute enacted by President Barack Obama on March 23, 2010. Under the Act, hospitals and primary physicians would transform their practices to allow easier accessibility to health care. The Affordable Care Act was designed to increase health insurance quality and affordability, lower the uninsured rate by expanding insurance coverage, and reduce the costs of health care. Law itself requires insurers to accept all applicants, cover a specific list of conditions, and charge the same rates, regardless of pre-existing conditions or gender. Law and its implementation face challenges in Congress, federal courts, state governments, conservative advocacy groups, labor unions, and small business organizations. The United States Supreme Court upheld the constitutionality of the ACA's individual mandate as an exercise of Congress's taxing power, found that states cannot be forced to participate in the ACA's Medicaid expansion, and found that the law's subsidies to help individuals pay for health insurance are available in all states, but not just in those that have set up state exchanges. Now that you've heard the facts, let's get into some real talk. Now, personally, I strongly dislike this act. Although I'm certain that Congress and former President Obama had good intentions for passing this bill, consequences seem to heavily outweigh the positives. Last week, I asked my buddy what his opinion on this Affordable Care Act was. He explained to me that as a result of passing of Obamacare, his deductibles went from $4,000 to a whopping $8,100. On top of that, his insurance premium drastically increased as well. In his own words, this act just seems like another way to squeeze money out of the middle class. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I do agree that middle class does suffer greatly from this law. Okay, now let's go to our text line. We have an Armstrong Williams from Washington texting in. My three major reasons for being against the ACA are the insurance benefits that were promised are not as attractive as they used to. The price controls on the medical system have a history of failure. And three, it negatively affects the job market and economy. Thank you, Mr. Armstrong. Now we got one last texter coming in, Mr. James Rowland, who says he's a writer from a site called healthline.com. Anyways, he seems to have provided us with some more cons for allowing Obamacare to stay where it is. He says, I am very disappointed with the way the new Healthcare Act is going. 1, Americans have to pay higher premiums. 2, he can be fined for not having health insurance. And 3, taxes are now being raised. And 4, businesses are cutting hours to avoid covering employees. This issue has to be dealt with now. In all caps. Has to be done with now. Thanks, James, for your lovely insight. I've got to agree with these guys on this one. All the reasons these fine gentlemen have provided us with seem to further prove that Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, whatever you want to call it, this needs to be either repealed or amended. Until there is action taken, the middle class will just continue to suffer with high insurance rates, high premiums, and just ridiculous deductibles. Alright, we are all out of time for today. Now, if you want to learn more about the Affordable Care Act, then go to our website in the description below. Subscribe for more episodes of Real Talk, and I will see you later.